Hi, my name is Lakeshia, and I'm 33 years old.
Lakeshia, tell me what you think people's first impression of you is.
Area than here already. They already assume that I'm not from here, which is okay because they tell me either my accent's different or the way I dress is different. I get a lot. Some tell me that they thought that I was someone else, that they had a different perspective of me. And a lot of people tell me they're glad that they met me and they changed that different perspective because they met a wonderful person. And I'm like, well, thank you.
So tell me, if you're not from LA, where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
And how long have you been in California?
3 years.
And so what do you do out here?
Whatever I want.
So what does the typical day of Lakeshia's life look like?
Meeting different people every day, eating a lot, riding my bike, socializing, seeing different things. Like I go to different areas in California on my bike. I get on the train. Yeah, and I never plan my day. Yeah, like I find things, people give me things, I meet people like you. Like there's no way that you're here right now, but you're here.
We were meant to meet.
Exactly, because the universe is something else. It's amazing, right?
So did you work in Atlanta?
Oh yeah. I always, my first job, I was 15 years old. I graduated at 15. The first job I got was a shoe store. And I worked 2 jobs. I worked there in Wendy's and I worked at Walmart. I just love to be around people. So I never partied. Work was my hobby, kind of like only because I would meet different people every day. Like Walmart was the coolest job ever, you know. So many people go through there. So you meet a lot of people. And I was in customer service, so I would meet new people. Then I would work at Wendy's and meet new people. It's just, this is my first time never working. But not working. I mean working as in like I worked when I came here. I worked a couple jobs. It just didn't work out.
Where did you work when you came here?
I worked at a makeup company in Burbank, but I just wasn't my thing.
So how do other people view you not having a job?
Oh, I get a lot of judgment. So some people, most of it is shocking to the people are just shocked because they're so used to seeing people going for jobs or going to work. Like for instance, I go to Starbucks every morning, and they're like, "You gonna go to work today?" Because they think I have a job. But I'm like, well, but they think I have one because I look like, you know, I'm still gonna keep myself up, take care of myself. They think that I work, so she's like, "You gonna go to work today?" And I'm like, what should I tell her, you know? Like, should I tell her no? Because if I do tell her no, what would she think of me? But I just said no. I no work today, or yeah, maybe today, maybe I'll think about filling out an application, maybe not, I don't know. But I never take anything to heart. I already know that people are gonna have different perspectives of me because everyone has a different brain, everyone has a different eyes, everyone has different. Everything is different, but you know, I don't know. I go what works for me, and I don't go to work the 9 to 5 doesn't work. But I also, I graduated with a special needs diploma, only because I always seen things different. Always, like too much is too much for me. Like the Prada and I tried that lifestyle, it didn't work. It felt like I was allergic to it almost. Like if it's not, that's not what life's about. So it's kind of like it didn't work for me. Like my dad, my mom, they have money. Everything is like so nice and uppity, and it didn't work for me. Like when we lived in the mansion, I felt the worst feeling ever. Like this is what rich people live like. Like I didn't like it. It was too big. Like too much to clean. Too much. The bills are high. My dad's like, cut off the lights, and it's like, if we can't enjoy it, then what is the big deal about it? If we can't enjoy the nice things like we're supposed to, then, because like he would drive nice cars, and he's like, don't touch this that way, don't, and it's like I'm always uncomfortable. I was always uncomfortable around it because you do have to keep your nice nice things nice. You do.
I agree with that. But I think you should keep everything nice, right? Because
Right.
everything is your possession and it's your nice, right?
Right, exactly.
Who are you out here in LA with?
Really myself. Yeah.
So
Like
without,
my dad's here, my stepmom's here, but they don't support me.
what would be one thing that would really surprise people to know about you, Lakeshia?
I'm different. I would probably do the most things that people will not do. Like I'll jump out of an airplane or whatever. Some people think that I won't. She won't do it. She won't. Or I will.
You would surprise people to know that you're,
How adventurous.
there you go.
No limits. I really don't have any limits. Like if it's not gonna harm me too much, I might try it.
And
Just to get a rush or just to enjoy or see what would have had. So just to no regrets. Just live, just to do that.
where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you want to be doing?
What do I want to be doing? Making this world a better place in any kind of way, type of way that I can, even if it looks weird. Even if it looks weird, or even if people have their different perspectives. But it's so many people. Someone's gonna like you. Someone's gonna like what you do. Someone's not. Someone's gonna agree, and someone might not agree.
Do you think you'll ever go back to work? No, it's just not in the cards for Lakeshia.
I tried it. I tried it here. I have had 3 jobs here. I tried it. It didn't. This is how I feel. Like my conscience is saying no. Every time I try it, it's like it doesn't work out. But it's like, why is it not working out? That's what everybody else does. A regular 9 to 5, and it works for them. But I guess because everything is different. It works for. If it works for you, it works for you. I tried it. It didn't work for me. I used to be a teacher. That was my favorite though. The favorite 9 to 5, I guess you would say, was a teacher, being a teacher.
Classroom teacher or what age group?
Yes, ma'am. Well, up to, 6th grade, 5th grade, 6th grade, middle school.
Like elementary school.
Elementary,
Yep.
yeah, until the 5th grade.
Okay.
And it was fun. Like, I loved it. It was cool. But it was just the pay. And then I would spend my check on getting the kids supplies, and I still had to pay my rent. I was like, I have to choose, either get more pay. I hate it. That was the worst thing not the worst thing that ever happened, but I did not like the fact that teachers didn't get paid for what they did. And I think we are the most important because these are little kids that we're teaching, and this is the future.
Did you teach the class all by yourself?
Oh yeah. I had up to 30 students at one point. Yeah, because a lot of kids were special needs, and the teachers couldn't deal with them because they didn't know how to cope with that different child's mind frame. Some kids, they don't learn the same as other kids.
You mentioned that you were given a special needs degree when you graduated.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me about that.
Back home, the high school that I went to used to be an older college, so it was a big campus, like huger than this area here. It was like a really big school to where our classrooms would be 40 students and up. So I would go to those classes, but I would sit there and I could not do it. I couldn't sit there around with all the people. I couldn't learn like that. It was always a distraction, and they put me in a smaller group and I would do fine. And then because I went through special education most of my high school year, because I would have different classes and because I needed more attention than the other. Yeah.
So then you were able to relate to the kids that you were teaching.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you talk about the job not providing enough money, but now you don't work at all. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't provide enough money either.
Well, there's a different lifestyle out here that I live. And I'm the only one in my family that ever just like dipped off and said, yeah, something else is more to life than just this circle that I keep seeing everybody, having the kids. And like my brother, for instance, he had kids because he thought that was the American dream lifestyle that we were supposed to. And I'm like, well, I don't think that we're supposed to be forced to have a family. That's if you want it,
When people meet you and learn all these things about you, do they ever think that there's something behind the scenes? Do they ever ask you if you have done drugs? Do they ever ask you if you have an alcohol problem? Do they think...
Absolutely, yeah. Most of them, well, they don't ask me if I'm on drugs, but they do like assume things, but that's only if I'm hanging with a certain person, or if because actually when I'm talking to the people out here, I talk to the people that's on the streets, most of my journey is because I'm trying to see what's going on, you know, like, and they're really smart. These people out here that's on the street, they're really, really smart. It's just something happened in their life and they can't like pick themselves back up, or they get on the drugs because that happened in their life, and they're like, I'm giving up on life, and I'm trying to tell them. And I've been teaching and touching so many lives. They're like, wow, you feel like you care about them, or you care about their story, or you care about what's going on in their life, even though they feel like no one cares. Like, and I'm not their family. They don't know me. But I met someone yesterday. He was just crying because he was like, I never experienced someone with the energy like yours, you know, and he needed me, and I told him I needed you too, because, you know, like, you never know. People just need you to listen, and a lot of people don't want to listen. So
if someone was passing you by and just happened upon you, and like I said, was just walking by. So if someone was just walking by and you could hold up a sign and they would know one thing about Lakeshia, what would you want them to know?
That she loves. That she loves, that she cares.
Can you take off your sunglasses just so we can look in those eyes when you say that?
Yes, that she loves, that she cares. Oh.
Well, I am happy to have met you today.
And I'm happy to meet you and your creativity with this idea of yours of sharing that people do love, people do care.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for seeing something in me, you know?
Absolutely.